What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Far Cry 5 arcade. Today I'm going to be playing one of my maps called Mars Parker. This is one of, I think, 5 or 6 maps that I made that is based off of the different sectors in the video game called Red Faction Guerrilla. It's a game where it's open world set on Mars and every single building is destructible. It's the 3rd game in the Red Faction series and I quite enjoy the game very much. But anyway, so in the Far Cry editor, I decided to remake every single sector in or from Red Faction Guerrilla, and this is the first one. This is Parker. Anyways, we're going to jump into this. I hope you guys enjoy the playthrough. This map is available on all platforms. However, this is the PC version, which has more textures, a little more detail, more scripting and AI spawning in, as well as more visual effects. And it has destructible buildings. The map, surprisingly, is still under budget, so it still is portable to consoles, but since it's already been ported over once, I don't really want to ask them to do it again. But we're going to jump into this. I hope you guys enjoy the playthrough. Also, feel free to follow me on the Far Cry Arcade website. I'll leave a link in the description. Just be sure that before you hit the link, you actually sign in to the arcade website. It seems like that's the only way it works. It won't take you to the link if you're not signed in. We're going to jump into this map. We have Red Faction loadout, EDF loadout, Marauder loadout, and Silencer. So what we're going to do is Red Faction.
Bounty hunt.
Always got to go for Red Faction here. Alright, so like I said, this version's a little different than the console versions. We have some visual effects, some dust flying, and the high winds. I've always had the smoke effect for the smokestacks. I think I adjusted the lighting just a tad bit as well. We also have added some civilian AI characters that spawn in here and there. We have the Red Faction that spawn here at the safe house, which I can't remember if they did that before. But yeah, anyways, kind of retextured a few things, added a little more texture to the actual terrain and some detail in certain areas. And I think I was able to actually go and add a little bit more detail as far as objects go. And then, of course, the destructible buildings, which we will get into here. So I actually have my detection meters turned off. I have my compass turned off. I just rather have all that turned off. Alright, we're gonna head down. Sadly, we don't have any vehicles driving around. We've got an EDF flyer. Alright, we have the EDF billboard right here. Now this is actually destructible. You can kind of just take this and whack it. There's a script that'll unspawn the letters, and then everything just comes tumbling down. So I'm going to actually play this map the way you may kind of play it in the actual game. This smokestack is owned by the EDF. Now in the actual game there's no EDF that spawn here, but I decided just in this map to have a little bit more enemies in the map, to go ahead and add some bad guys here in this area. What is cool is when you make enough ruckus, some of the Red Faction members from the safe house will show up and try to help you. So we're going to destroy the smokestack and just shoot the barrel. That works just fine. We have reinforcements of EDF showing up here. Sadly, they contain the Far Cry 5's campaign dialogue, which you cannot change. So this building is it's a very small building, but it is destructible. It's not as satisfying as your bigger buildings that have a little bit more going on. Alright. Oh, that's a Red Faction member. Wow, I just ran past that guy. Alright, I think the area may be clear. With the help of that gentleman. Thank you, sir. This is where one of the targets are located. The map is bounty hunt. The game mode is bounty hunt, so you have to kill 3 targets. And they are high-ranking EDF officers. Where's this guy going? Where are they? Oh, wait a minute. Where y'all going? I'm coming with you. I have no idea what these characters are doing. They're supposed to just stay at the safe house. I'll let you open fire first. No, never mind, or you can just get caught like a moron. Alright, so the high-ranking officers in this building. Very small. Not a big deal. Alright, so we got him. Sadly, we don't have the actual physics where if there's too much weight up top and there's not enough support below the building, it just collapses. I hear a vehicle. Alright, I have no idea what's going on. What's this guy doing? Is this a bad guy? I can't even tell. No, that's okay. That's a Red Faction member. That's funny. Like, I don't know what the... I have to say, I'm kind of impressed in this gameplay. The AI usually doesn't do this much work. Yeah, okay, he's a Red Faction member. Well, okay, that was new. Out of my playthroughs of this map in the editor and even in the published versions, I've never really seen AI act like that. So that was cool. That was neat. It'd be great if they were that kind of random each time, but usually they mostly stay at the safe house. You have another EDF billboard. What I'm going to do is go back to the safe house and actually get some ammunition, or not ammunition, but we're going to get some explosive weapons. Arm ourselves with some, maybe a rocket launcher. And I have thought about actually for, you know, second floors and rooftops, at least roofs on buildings, to use the dynamic destructible objects. The problem is all it takes is one little bullet, or if the AI happens to touch the object and it becomes physical and everything just comes tumbling down, and it just doesn't look good at that point. Now if a player shoots a rocket launcher at the building, then yeah, that would kind of make sense, but not when you have just, you know, one stray bullet hitting the roof of a building and then everything gets, the physical property gets triggered and then everything falls down. Okay, so I think the day and night cycle is broken. Of course it is. Every time I do a playthrough of one of my maps, the day and night cycle's always broken. And it's always the day and night cycle. It's really never anything else. Sometimes it's something else, but most of the time it's the day and night cycle. Now this is the town of Parker here. Now we actually have a couple of EDF patrols here. We also have a Red Faction member here. So now we're getting into some slightly bigger buildings that are destructible. There's not really much interior design, but that is primarily because I was still trying to stay under budget. And I also there's not a lot of physical or breakable furniture, so we're kind of limited on that. So the EDF are attacking the town of Parker. Okay, I don't know where that guy's going, but he's on a mission, it looks like. So yeah, this is another just a little platform here you can destroy if you'd like. We can destroy this building here. And what I did in these larger buildings is I added these, they're called chain link door fence, I think. And I just kind of shoved them into the walls. So it kind of creates almost the look of rebar. Okay, I had some technical difficulties. for a second. Anyways, what was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Shoot. So anyways, yeah, I added these chain link fences because they kind of act as rebar. So anyways, it is nighttime. The day and night cycle did work. I think I just put the script further back because I didn't want it to turn nighttime too soon on the player. So the nighttime has this kind of purplish look to it. We're gonna go ahead and take the actually, we'll go ahead and destroy this building. Why not? And I think I have it set up too, when enough of the building gets destroyed, the smoke from that little chimney unspawns. So, but yeah. So out of all the sectors that I made in Far Cry 5 or in the arcade, Parker's the only sector that actually has destructible buildings. The other sectors do not. Primarily because those buildings have a little bit more complicated design. They would take up a little more objects to create the destructible buildings. They would definitely be more satisfying just because they're bigger. All right, so this is where the second target is located here. Alright, we got the target. Alrighty. Oh, I think we have reinforcements. Alright, looks like it's about to turn daytime again. It's a little soon, but that's because I had technical issues, so I had to do a skip edit in the video. Alright, so we've taken this guy down. Got to destroy those tanks. They belong to the EDF. You don't have to when you play the map, but just because I know how the game functions, I'm kind of playing it like that. So sadly, you do run into this situation, but like I said, there's only so much that we can really do in the Far Cry editor. But it was definitely a step in the right direction for Ubisoft. I'm so disappointed that they abandoned the editor. You know, I've been hearing some rumors about Far Cry 7. Don't know what's going on with that, if that's even true, if it's just rumors and it's going to stay rumors. But if they do Far Cry 7, I hope they bring some sort of map editor back and do it right this time. They were definitely on the right track, and I think that's what's so annoying for probably a lot of us editors. You know, they were finally stepping in the right direction, and they just didn't fully follow through with it. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that smokestack. See if I can get this. I got him! I actually got him. He actually, the helicopter doesn't actually attack. Its main priority is to just fly across the sector like the gunships in Red Faction Guerrilla. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys the building before I just went ahead and started blowing it up. Gotta have plenty of ammo around. Wow. They were nailing me right there. Where's he at? Okay, I think we got them all. Okay, the script must have broken. Anyways, when you destroy enough of the building, smoke is supposed to rise. As if, you know, the building kind of collapsed and, you know, there's dust and everything. But, they didn't do it that time, so I guess that's the script that broke. That's okay. Well, that guy was all up in my face. I wish I could find a way to, like, make endless AI or something. I don't know. I guess what I mean is, like, try to find a way to, no matter where you are on the map, you know, AI will go to your location if you've got enemies on you, and it's just constant fighting. It's kind of how like how it is in Red Faction Guerrilla, but, I haven't really been able to think of a way to do that. I definitely have some ideas, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. Alright, so the day and night cycle just switched. So it's gonna be daytime now. I'm gonna go up here. There's one last place I haven't been to. There's not much here. I'm just gonna destroy the little sensor antenna. So yeah, that was Parker. There's not much in this sector. Even in the main game, Parker is a pretty small sector. Whatever is there in the sector is actually in close proximity, and then there's like another area of Parker that is just kind of vacant. It's just an open field and, you know, craters and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, this is the... Whoa, you see that helicopter? What was that? I gotta go check that out. I mean, I know what that was, but like... Oh, crap. I don't know the action to lead to what just happened here. That helicopter was in the air, and then it just fell out of the sky like... Nothing happened. Like, it wasn't even turned on. Let me see. I definitely didn't hear no explosion. I also beefed up the outside of the map, because one of the things I always try to do is make it seem like, you know, you're not just in a map. You know, you're in a world, and so when people can see where the clear edge of the map is, you know, it really breaks that immersion. So in this version, I did beef it up. I actually added some large boulders and spike boulders. I think that's what they're called, or spikes or whatever, and put a whole bunch together to kind of make this little mountain, and you know, having these sharper ridges and sharper mountain looks, and they're outside of the map. There's some areas that are just more flatter looking than others, and those are just desert rocks, large desert rocks. So that was interesting. Yeah, this gameplay was a little different than what I used to experience when I was originally testing the map out. So, but I actually liked it because it did feel random. You know, when you make the maps and edit them, you know how everything functions. You know how the AI, you know your AI is supposed to stay in this certain area, they're going to do this, and sometimes you just know because you're familiar with the AI and you're usually familiar with how everything works in the game, that things are going to usually, you have an idea of how things are going to end up. And when you test the map and you play it and it's like, okay, yeah, that how I perceived that was going to be is correct. But this playthrough, we had a couple of little situations that I was surprised by. You know, the amount of Red Faction characters that were coming up. Okay, helicopter just flew over. I heard that one. And it sounded like it lived. Good for him. But yeah, you know, seeing the AI actually run from over here to over there, you know, having the yellow vehicle, you know, driving around. I don't know what the heck was going on with that character, but I guess because I left the vehicle over here, I think he got into it and drove that way. But it was still neat to see that. It was just something different. And in my later maps, I've definitely tried to create a bit of randomness and try to give the AI a little more freedom. So that way when you replay the map, different things could possibly happen or change. And also using the script feature to my advantage when it comes to that. But anyways, yeah, so this was the Parker sector. I'm definitely going to be doing videos for every single sector. I hope you guys join me on that. And if you haven't played Red Faction Guerrilla, check it out. You know, it's good fun. Just blowing a lot of stuff up. Given the tools that we have, decided to try to recreate all those sectors in Far Cry 5. So anyways, hope you guys join me on the next one when I showcase the Dust sector. All right, that's going to be it for this one. You all take care now. See ya.